Right, welcome back. So, a couple of months ago, I posted some highlights of me playing Dota on Steam controller on Reddit, and here I am, a bit later, got back up to 3K, and I'm here to teach you how to set up your controller. First thing you need to do, go into your controller configuration, and you've got my setup right here. It's easy, you can find it on the community configs. There it is, Barlow's configs. 0 votes. Apparently this guy has a lot more recent playtime than me. Not sure why. That's not in this game, probably. I don't know. Anyway, so the reason I'm going through all this, even though you've got these configs, is that you can change your settings in game, and I've changed some of my settings in game, so they might not make sense regarding the hotkeys. So, first off, style of input, you want mouse. Click action, I've got Y and semicolon. The reason for this is that when I press in, if I show you in demo mode, if we just load in. Oh, yeah, it was the case that Y for me was chat wheel, but I removed that. You can make Y chat wheel, or you can remove that. But the other thing is the semicolon does this. Centers on the hero, which is where's semicolon. Select all controlled units, which is great when you're playing micro heroes. So if I press in on the stick, I select just this unit. If I press down on the left D-pad, I select the next unit, and you can cycle through units. If I press in on the right trackpad, select all units. So there you go. That's basically all you need. You can set your sensitivity as much as you like. The rest of this, I don't quite remember. Yeah, it's not that important. You can play around with these all on your own, because it'll be everything that that best suits you rather than me. So it's best that you play around with that. But I find this sensitivity is quite good because I can get around the map quite quickly. I can move. I don't struggle to do precise movements, and I don't struggle to do the wider movements. The one thing I would say is you can enable gyro controls. You do that by going to that symbol, the one right in the middle, style of input, mouse, and I would say if you want to do that, make it for like sensitive stuff, but I personally don't like it, so it's not included. So the first and most important thing is you can move your mouse. That's great. Now, what else do you need to do? You need to left and right click. So on the shoulder buttons, I have a full pull is the click. For the right, it's the right click. For the left, it's the left click. And a soft pull, you just put into soft pull action, and it's Alt on this one and Shift on this one. So that allows you to say, if I shift, I can queue up some movements, and this guy is gonna do some movements. While if I hold Alt, I can ping. That's literally all I need from my shoulder buttons, and it's queuing all these movements. So yeah. So that's basically all you want. Soft pull, trigger style, hip fire, aggressive. That's just how I like it. You play with your own settings. This is just a basic run through. You play with your own settings, figure out what you like. Soft pull point, again, you play with that, because you might like it differently. But there you go. This is what I've got for those. Then the next thing you need to do, you can move your mouse, you can click around, you can move your character, you can click on your abilities, but you can't really cast them by clicking. So you want your back flap to be Q, your back right flap to be W, then L1 is E, and R1 is R. Right, you can play the whole game now. Now you know this, you can play the whole game. level up to max. There you go, there you go. I can easily press all my skills. Yeah, easy. Next stuff you need, how do you do your items? Okay, this is the more complicated one. You need to select a touch menu style of input, and you can go all the way up to 16 buttons on these. I find it easiest to do 9. So if you look at the 16 button one, there should be a little guide that tells you, yeah, here we go. If we raise the menu opacity, does that help? Yeah, there. So now you've got the 16 button one. You've got 4 in the top, 4 in the top right, 4 in the bottom left, and 4 in the bottom right. But I much prefer the 9 button. It's just easier, you've got more space, you're not going to accidentally click the wrong thing. So you can see now I've raised the opacity. You're going to want to get rid of the opacity and make sure you can't see it in game because it's distracting and you don't need it because you've got your skills. Top 3, as you can see me going across, top 3 from left to right are your top 3 items, and the bottom 3 are your bottom 3 items. So if I buy, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, top left, I can use that. Then I can use Tango. I can use this, 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 and this. Easy. So that's how easy your item should be. And yeah, so menu buttons here. So it goes 1, 2, 3 across the top. Then 4 is the left one at this point, and then 5. You need to go to additional settings to do the rest of the buttons. So 5, 6, 5 and 6 are middle and right. Then you come to 7, 8, and 9. That's my bottom 3 buttons on this. I've got 1, 2, and backspace. These are going to depend on the game. If I have a micro, I will rebind in the settings the backspace or the 1, and I can use this for basically 1 and 2. You want them for control groups generally, but here I've got backspace's next unit. If I have a game where I need to cast a spell, I'll just bind the spell to backspace, and then that's how I figure out between those. And then you've got 1 is obviously I use as the TP item, which you can rebind on the game. You figure out what you like. Is there, which one's active? Yeah, so 2 is my neutral item. Always rebind depending on the game. You might not have a neutral item that's active, and you might have something that is that you want to do in the game that requires a different hotkey, so you can just rebind that on a game by game basis. If you like, I've shown you that you can have more buttons, so if you don't think that's enough, you can go to the 16 buttons and not have to rebind game by game. That's fine. Anyway, I'm going to go back here, absolutely decrease the opacity, so I don't need to change the menu size, I just won't see it no matter what. Menu activation style, I've got it on button click, you can have it on button release, you can have it on touch. Doesn't really make a difference. Do what you prefer. Button click, easiest for me. So now you can play the whole game like this. You've got everything you need. But there's a few little quality of life ones that I like to do. So let's have a look here. Left, this is the control, and it's this button here, the one next to the Steam symbol. So if I want to level up, I press control, and then I click my ability. Control, they're all leveled to max, so it doesn't work here. But let's do some allies. I can level this guy. There you go. We can cast that now. And then here, also 1 and 2 correspond to the talent tree. So if you have basically if you have the talent tree open and a skill point available, be careful that you're not trying to use your TP or neutral item at the same time with this. So there you can level up. Here, the start, that is the left left bracket, and for me the left bracket is select all other units. So my main hero, all of the units. So if we go to Meepo, for example, where are you, Meepo? And level to max, you've got main, all others, main, all others, main, all others. So yeah, that's how I control Meepo. And then obviously if you're cycling through, you've got, you know, you've got this backspace to cycle through units, and then you can send them over there while this one goes to Roche, and then when they farm the creep, and then you're all fighting Roche. Yeah, easy peasy. Next up, you've got, that's pretty much everything but these. So this is great. I've got a directional pad on the thumbstick, which is really good. Analog emulation. Honestly, I've tried a few different ones of these. I think analog or 8-way overlap are even no-way overlap is fine, because it's not actually a stick, because it's just going to press these 4 buttons, which are the arrow keys, and the arrow keys in... What have I done? I can't come out. Return to game. Yeah, the arrow keys in mine control the camera. Easy. So you've got your camera controls, and then, as I said earlier on, F1 is if you press it in, and that is control main hero. There you go. I've got my main hero. Main hero. So if I click on the mini-map over there, I'm pressing these. I want to see my main hero. Double tap that. There you go. We're on our main hero. Hold it. We're following the main hero. Yep. Last but not least is we've got a button pad on the button pad. And these each have 2 settings. How we do this, we go in, we have a regular press and a double press. We use that as an activator, and you can choose any of these: long press, start press, relete press, chorded press. I've not seen this before. Button chord activator activates when both the button owning the activator and the chorded button are pressed. So it's like basically when you alt click, it's alt clicking, but yeah. Okay, that's interesting. But we don't need that, so I'll get rid of I don't know how to get rid of that, so I just won't save this change. Anyway, on a regular press, tab. On a double press, apostrophe. So tab, I can speak in chat, and apostrophe, taunt. Yeah. So just to demonstrate, let's pick a hero with a taunt. Who's got a taunt? You know, Slark has a taunt, I guess. There you go. Obviously bind these to whatever you want. This is just what I like. I like to be able to chat in game. You don't have to chat in game, so you can bind that to whatever you want. Then you've got regular press F3 and double press F2. Obviously, that is a courier one. For me, single press, deliver items. Double press, control courier. And then, you know, you've got all these. You can bind his skills to whatever. Speed burst. I use speed burst rarely, so I just click that when I use it. Yep. Next up, we've got the A button is F4 and F5. What does this do? You've got your shop and double press. I've forgotten what F5 is. Purchase quick buy. So quick buy. There you go. Easy. This one, you've got A and S. A, obviously, A click. I'm attacking in that area. S, stop command. That's how you play Dota with a Steam controller. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll add in a highlight at the end if I do something interesting in the next game I play. Cheers. Nerd.